Hey witches, I got a question that somebody wanted me to answer about why aren't their spells working. So there could be lots of different reasons why your spells aren't working. So I thought I would go through some of the main ones, and if you don't feel like this answers your question, please feel free to contact me and I will let you know what else I think. If I have any other thoughts or opinions that might help you out. So the first reason that your spell might not work is you have to ask yourself, were your intentions clear? Did you make it 100% clear what you wanted? And also, were your intentions strong? That is the main part of any spell, anything in magic. Your intentions, they must be clear and they must be strong. Best two things to remember, okay? Intentions clear, intentions strong. Okay, the second one, did you work alone? Or did you work with a group? Did you work with spirits, deities, or ancestors? Ask that because maybe if you worked with someone, that may have interfered with your magic. If you did the spell in a group and you're not used to that, you may need to redo it or tweak it as a group. If you're working with spirits, you need to make sure you're not working with trickster spirits and you're working with good spirits. If you're working with deities, make sure you're working with the right deity for the right reason, especially with spell work. And ancestors, just make sure that if you are working with your ancestors, that you're doing it in the proper way. I won't go over that, but you can read up on that as far as offerings and things like that, and doing an ancestor altar. But the next one I put, did you write it in your book of shadows? If you did, it's great. That's what you need to be doing. Writing your spells in your book of shadows. Anything that you do, so you can go back, visit it, tweak it, look at it, and then it can help you find out what went wrong as well. Next, did you use any links to your intention? So, say you want a new job. Did you use your resume? Say you wanted some money. You did a money spell. Did you use any coins or any links to money? Any maybe color correspondences, candle colors, crystals? Did you use any links? Not just spell ingredients, but links like actual money or actual picture of the car that you want, or a picture of the house that you want, or the beach, a picture of the beach, just whatever you're seeking. Use a link for those things. Are you doing anything in the mundane world to help you? This one is huge because magic cannot give you everything 100% of the time. It can't. You have to help magic out. It works faster, it works better if you help it out. So do the things in the mundane world to help you. Okay? You want a job, a new job, but you haven't even filled out your resume yet. What the hell are you doing? It's very unlikely that somebody is going to call you and want to hire you for somewhere when you haven't even applied to the company. So think about that. What can you do in the mundane world to help your spell? Okay? What can you do to help your spell? Next, are your goals and intentions reasonable? and moral. Okay, so we'll talk about first reasonable. If you are just graduating high school, don't do a millionaire spell trying to become a millionaire. You need to come to the next level of, money magic, and then just take it up level by level instead of trying to just go for it all at once. And you can go for it if you think that you've got the magic chops to go for that, but normally your system is getting the money in, learning how to hold on to the money, and then going for bigger and better things. So you need to get yourself started somewhere. Take baby steps when you're dealing with money magic. I always find that's the most, it manifests the easiest. Also, moral. Was your spell moral? If not, maybe the universe didn't let it happen. Maybe it was just not meant to be because it was not moral in the first place. If you're doing justice work or, you're returning to sender work or revenge work, you need to have something to be pissed about legitimately before you go do this stuff. Don't just go light a doom candle on somebody because they cut you off in traffic. That's not moral. That's not moral. You could deal with that in the mundane world by shooting them a bird. Just make sure that it's warranted. Your actions are warranted. And just be careful with baneful magic because it can cause things to go wrong. It can really invite a lot of negativity into your life that you don't want. So you need to ask yourself, is it worth it when you're doing baneful magic? Because most of the time, it is not. It is not. Next, did you use the correct correspondences, or did you use any correspondences at all? They're not 100% necessary, but they're there to help you focus your intention. So, maybe you didn't use any kind of correspondence. Maybe you didn't worry about the planetary day, the planetary hour, the moon phase, the moon cycle, the phase of the moon based on the moon cycle. Maybe you didn't worry about any of that stuff. Maybe you need to take a look back and check. See, well, maybe I could add this herb or this oil, or maybe I could do a candle, or maybe I need to wait till the moon's waxing because I'm trying to manifest something. Stack your magic. Stack your magic. Next, do you believe that you are worthy of the results? Okay, if you are ashamed for doing the spell, or you don't believe that you're worthy of the results, you ain't going to get the results. So you need to make sure that those things that you're asking for, you feel worthy for those things, okay? And you shouldn't be ashamed of performing magic. And if you are ashamed, if you find no joy in performing magic, maybe you shouldn't be a witch. Sorry, but you should find absolute joy in this. When your hands start tingling and feel so weird, and your blood is pumping and you're in that meditative state where you feel high almost, not like, sluggish stone, but you get high from this stuff. This magic should bring you joy. It shouldn't bring you shame. So if it's bringing you shame for any reason, don't be a witch. Do something else with your time. that doesn't make you ashamed. Okay, the next one, I'm bad about this sometimes because it's my nature, but are you worrying about the outcome of the spell? Are you worrying about the outcome? I'm always worried about everything, so it's hard for me sometimes to have faith in what I did last month and know that it's coming. I just have to be patient. Also, I have, are you doubting the spell? Which I never do. But if you doubt your spell, you're basically snuffing out the magic. You're snuffing out the magic every time you think about it, worry about it, doubt it. Snuffing that magic, smothering the magic. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And then the last one I put is, are you just being impatient? Because a lot of times people will say, especially when they pay for spell work, people will say, my spell is not working, my spell is not working. But it's been a day or 2 days. So you have to be very patient. Be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. It can, but it's not usually going to happen overnight. So just give yourself a break. Find something to do. Relax. And do anything but think about your magic. Do a different type of magic. Read a book. Find something to do to kill your time. But don't just sit there and stress about the spell, because that's not helping. But that's all that I can think of, guys, as to why your magic would be blocked. Unless you're trying to do something baneful against another person and it's not working. If your reasons are moral and justified, okay, if they are, and it's still not working, it may be because that person has protection. You can do workings to break down that protection. You just have to look them up. Create spells, ceremonies, whatever. Look up spells, ceremonies, and you can break down that barrier of protection. It's going to take a few times. It's not easy at all, but it is possible. It is possible, but the stronger that person's protection is, the longer it's going to take. But if it's worth it and they're a crappy enough person, go for it. Go for it. Break down that magical barrier and give them a swift kick in the ass. Or is it swift kick in the ass? Anyway, guys, that's all I have. And DM me on Twitter if you have any questions specifically that I did not answer. And that's all I have, guys. Blessed be. Bye.